Hey everybody, Monkeypuzzle here. And what is this? Bam, Subnautica. And you may know this game, you may not. I've seen some YouTubers playing it lately. But if it's alright with you, I would like to play a little bit with you. Just a very brief update is in real life my work, which is a project of my own making, has been blowing up in a good way. And I've been working almost 7 days a week. And you may have seen the impact on my content. A lot of the stuff I record, Minecraft and Ark, takes a lot of background behind the scenes preparation. And this is a beautiful, really cool game that I can also just jump into and play with you all. And so I thought this would be a fun way to just start getting some content back out of my channel and just hang out with you all and go diving. So what do you say we play some? So you can see here, I have played 2 games so far for about 15 hours total. This one was my first newbie one where I was learning what was going on. I had to stop because I hit a game-breaking bug and I couldn't play it anymore. So this game is alpha, early development. There may be bugs, and a lot of times when they release content, and they've been releasing a lot of really cool content lately, you are supposed to start the whole game over. Sometimes you have to, sometimes you don't. So we'll see how far we get in this first round. And then I played another 6 hours, knowing a little bit more what I was doing. You can see a little inside my base there in the last save. But I'm going to start a new game with y'all, so let's do it. And we get all these options: survival, freedom, where we don't have to worry about food and water, hardcore. I will die, so that would not be very conducive to getting more content on my channel, and creative is creative. So let's play survival. This is the Aurora. This is the ship I came in on. We are on an alien planet, and humankind is sending these ships out to prepare things for further colonization. And let's see how my particular mission goes.
Launch in 3, 2, 1.
Apparently not very good. But it seems like I managed to get off. Things are flying around. And bam, I'm out. But I wake up again and my little life pod is on fire. So now I'm playing. Let's grab the extinguisher and put out the fire. Try not to hurt ourselves right off the bat here. Okay, I think that handles that. Oh, come on. Yeah, there we go. Now it's out. And she's gonna tell me a little bit more here.
Greetings, survivor. Great job not dying.
Thank you.
To assist you in further survival in emergency situations, you have been issued this personal data assistant. The interface visible now will organize your inventory, display currently available construction blueprints, and holds other valuable information. Please take a moment to familiarize yourself with it.
So my personal data assistant, this cool little sort of see-through little pad here, is my inventory. It gets magically or highly technologically stored in it somehow. I got all these little squares here. This is my gear, of course, that I've equipped on my body. And then it also has the blueprints that I come with, and we're going to need to acquire more blueprints as we go along. She likes to talk over me a lot, but we'll let her.
Is consistent with ongoing degradation of the Aurora's dark matter drive core due to damage sustained during collision. Continuing to monitor.
So that's her fancy way, and she's going to tell us in several more like long-winded ways that the Aurora is in bad shape, and it's probably going to be in worse shape pretty soon. So we got blueprints, we have a log, we've got a photo album. If I press F11, take screenshots, and a data bank, which we are going to need to add to once we get some stuff to do that with. So there's some stuff we could read here, but I'm just going to go ahead and dive into this with you. So I got to tab out of this. Sometimes I promise I'm going to hit escape accidentally. But in here, there's some stuff that I need to show you. But first, let's take a look outside and see what's going on. So we are floating in the ocean, the beautiful blue ocean, with our nasty, ugly wreck of our mining ship. No other survivors in sight. And we can jump off into the water, where we are going to be spending a good portion of our time in this adventure. Not entirely, but mostly. And let's take a moment before we get into the hecticness of grabbing the various resources that we need to survive and upgrade, and just appreciate how beautiful this game is. That's one of my big appeals is, you know, I'm going to try to advance as far as I can, but they have just done a beautiful job with making this immersive and pretty realistic in its way. So I love it. Yes, I know. I need to breathe. That's going to be a big issue as we go along. We're going to do a few things to help make that easier. She was telling me to break some limestone, so we can do that somehow with our bare hands, and we just got a little bit of titanium. But first, let's attend to food and water, our most basic needs. So these air sacs, believe it or not, are going to help give us water. Something just tried to bite me. That is a stalker. They are bad news. There's another one. So I'm pretty close to them right now.
Emergency. 10 seconds.
They may be my end more than once, although there is some stuff we can do about them. And it's kind of random where the life pod starts, so not always starting right next to the stalkers. This time we did. See, grab another protein-rich eyeball. There. Okay, and there's some other stuff we can grab if we see it here. So this is quartz right here. We can turn that into glass. There is some wreckage from the Aurora. We can grab that and turn that into metal
10 seconds of oxygen
to make some stuff with. And that metal and the glass, the metal is called titanium, mostly.
Continued degradation of the Aurora's dry core.
Ooh, I cut it close. And I got to make sure I don't go too close to there right now, because the temptation... Yeah. Telling me all the chances of how I might die. Come here.
19%. If the drive core is breached, probability of death increases to 65%.
Okay. She's got a lot of faith in me. So pretty soon we're going to do some stuff so that we can stay under longer. And that's our second goal after getting some food and water. Ooh, look at the peepers. Can jump on the surface there. That's pretty cool. So once I get enough of these guys, we'll be set on food. And they are sometimes faster than me. A few other things I'd like to grab down here while I can. We want some of those yellow pods off of these. So let's grab some oxygen. Check our inventory. Yeah, we still got room. So let's see if I can grab some of these without these stalkers eating me. Now, keeping the fish in hand at this moment may turn out pretty well. Gosh, and there's like one of these guys for every one of these yellow pods right now. They're not always so numerous, but sometimes. Alright, we're going to go for it, and if it gets too close, we're going to try a strategy that sometimes works, doesn't always work. We can grab these two. Those are Gary fish. Pretty good grabbing fish with our hands, huh? And boomerang fish. Now these are what we want right now. So when you get the hitbox right, sometimes, yeah, you can grab these. Let's grab a whole bunch. Get all of them. Is my inventory full? Yes.
Emergency. 10 seconds of oxygen
Oh.
remaining.
And there's a stalker. I didn't have to just now, but if they get too close and you have a fish in your hand, you can right-click, and that you release the fish when you right-click, and it eats it, and it leaves you alone for a little bit. So you can buy some time with the stalkers by doing that. But this area we're in right now, this is the easy part. This is the shallows, and you can go in your thing from the bottom there. It's going to get much scarier and much worse, but this is our little kiddie pool that we're in right now. It's going to make things much easier. So stuff that we have with our life pod, we've got some power here, which is really good. We got some self-charging power cells. I know to eat, don't worry. And we're going to be very dependent on these combined with this to start with. This is our fabricator, and it makes all the stuff we need. So pretty high tech, pretty cool. So we can turn that. Yes.
Characteristics consistent with total degradation of
Okay.
the Aurora's dark
So we can turn
matter
that
core.
metal salvage into the titanium, like I was talking about.
85.5%.
She's very helpful, but very long-winded. Now those creep vine seed clusters, those yellow things, I can turn into silicon rubber. So we're going to need that too. So let's go ahead and do that. You can also make lubricant out of them, but I don't need that yet. And then out of 2 of those quartz crystals, let's just finish making the silicon rubber. I can make glass. So that's all very handy. Nighttime approaches. Nighttime is scarier than daytime in this game. So the air sac I grabbed, let's show you again. These guys, they filter water into themselves, so you can use them in here in the sustenance section to get filtered water, and you get 6 ounces of it. There's another way we can get water, which we will get to later, but I'm going to go ahead and turn 2 of those air sacs into water, and then I'm going to save one, who seemed to be drifting to the right here a little bit. I don't know what's going on with that. And then we can take some of this fish, like the cooked peeper, the protein-rich eyeballs, with small bones to add texture, and barbecue them up on our fabricator. So that's very cool. Laser fried to perfection. So I don't want to cook them all because they will go bad. In your inventory, in your PDA, live fish actually stay alive somehow through the magic of technology. But you just click on these and you eat them. You can see I also get a little bit of water, a little bit of H2O with each of these, and it just went down a little bit. They do age. Let's eat that one. And then let's drink some water that we got from our air sacs. So we click on those, get 20% for each of these. I'm going to wait to go down 3% before I drink another one. So, oh, okay.
Suggest a quantum detonation has occurred in the Aurora's drive core.
Okay, we got to watch
The
this.
central dark matter reactor will reach a
Here we go.
critical state in T-minus 10, 9.
We got window seats
7.
for this. I think we'll be okay.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Got my fish in my hand. Bam! Yep. A ship we came in on just went from bad to worse. But at least now she'll stop talking about that. You can hear the little radiation click, 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 click. But I think we'll be okay here. We got some things to do. We got to fix this place up. So, fabricator, we're going to make a few more things here. Just to show you real quick. In here, I've got first aid kits that appear every so often. I don't know exactly how often, so I got to make sure I pick those up when I can. We've got a little storage on the ship. We've got some water to start with, and some food, nutrient blocks, and some flares. Flares are good for lighting stuff up when it's too dark, but I'm going to leave most of this stuff in here for now, and we'll be availing ourselves of that storage pretty quickly. But with the stuff we've gathered so far now that we know we're not going to starve and dehydrate immediately, let's make some gear. So with tools, with some of the titanium and the silicon rubber, I can go ahead and make a survival knife. So that's cool. The knife has been an essential tool of the human race, yes, for 2.5 million years. recommend that you look after this one. This game has a sense of humor, and I appreciate that. And an air bladder. This is going to be really useful as well, too. And I'll show you how that's used. And then in equipment, we can go ahead and make an O2 tank now. And maybe 2. Let's see how many I can make. 1. Okay, so that gives me 30 more seconds down below. And for every 2 titanium and 1 glass we get, I get 30 more seconds of air, which is very cool. There is a limit, though, because you can see it takes up 4 slots in my inventory, just like this Creepvine seed cluster does. So let's go ahead and put this stuff in here right now. Let's put some titanium in there too, and the rubber. Some things I want to make real quick. Let's see if we can do one more thing real quick before this episode is over, and then we will wrap it up. Whoa, okay, we got Stalker. Let's see if this trick works. There we go. It did. We gave it a peeper, and now it's going to leave us alone for the moment. So let's get back on my mission. I want to find some salt. I don't want to go over there. Hopefully that dude is fed for the moment. Eventually we will have a flashlight, but there's lots of nice glowy things here at night. I think that's pretty cool. But okay, this is one of the things I'm looking for, and there's another one trying to eat me right now. These air bladders come in handy at this moment because I right click on them and it takes me up to the surface really fast. It's like a little instant inflate, and it's a great way to get out of danger. I'm hearing those clicking of teeth behind me still. I'm just going to keep moving, and I actually should have used some of that silicone rubber to make some fins as well. Now where? Did anybody follow me? Good. I think I'm safe for the moment, except for that one. I want this to be in my number 1 slot. So that's cool. That's number 2 slot. And I'm going to keep some fish on me. Let's put this number 3. So, right click with my knife, and we can break things, like these coral shell plates. So grab those. Those are going to be really handy. Those plus the salt give me bleach. Oh, and I'm going to need to go up to the surface pretty quick. Anything here I need to grab? Oh, those guys. Ooh.
10 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Yeah, those are gasopods, and they're pretty harmless unless you get too close to them. So let's go ahead and use that up. Get 50% healing right away. Don't get too close to the gasopods. And remember to deflate your air bladder so you can go back down. I'm going to go around and see if I can find 2 more salt. And also let's check out this cave over here and see if what I hope is in there is in there. Grabbing things along the way. These guys are harmless, but they make that little click, click, clicky noise. Eventually we'll have something that will help us know what everything's called. I need to get back out of here so I can breathe. Oop, and get some air. Let's see. If I don't find what I'm looking for real quick, I'm going to do a cut until I do, because there's one way I think would be a great way to wind up this episode. Is this what I'm looking for? Right here. I think this is the one I just came out of. In one of these caves is something that's going to help us a lot. If it doesn't kill us.
Warning, 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Alright, I'm going to do a quick cut and I'll be right back. Okay, here's what we want. These guys right here. I forget what they're called. We're gonna have to watch ourselves. See, if we go back up, that little thing closes, or at least does sometimes. Oh no. I'm not messing with you, but if I get close enough, this little guy's gonna come out. Whoa! And he's gonna try to explode on me like that. But from where he came from, I can grab some crash powder. That's gonna be really helpful. And now we just need, let me see, one more piece of salt. I'm getting a little close to the aurora. You can see that there's radiation is taking my health down really fast. So until I take some measures to prevent that, which we'll do next episode, I need to not go in that direction. So let's pick up another one of these and do that. Okay, I'm gonna go find that third piece of salt and I'll be right back. Make sure I'm not going that way. So I've got death that way, I've got death that way. Let's go this way. There it is. How salt crystallizes in water, I don't know. It must be a pretty salty ocean. But I got that. Let's get too close to that guy. I'm gonna get back to the pod and I'm gonna show you why I wanted that stuff. And that was some copper I just got. That plus these acid mushrooms are what take us into the electronic age. We can make batteries with the combination of those, and those are going to be very important pretty quickly here. Okay, so let's wrap this episode up real quick with something. Let's go ahead, turn those 3 pieces of salt into magnesium. I can also turn salt in combination with those common coral samples into bleach. And with that bleach, I can go ahead and make larger things of disinfected water, twice the size of the ones from the air sacs. But for now, we're going to use that salt to make magnesium. And then real quick, let's make titanium out of the wreckage I picked up. And we can, every 10 of them, we can make a titanium ingot, but we don't need those yet. So what I'm trying to get to is in these tools, now from the magnesium, the crash powder, and the titanium, I can make a welder. That is very, very cool. So let's get out of here and put that, let's say, in my, where is it? Right there, in my number 4 slot. And then I can fix my ship. I thought that'd be a great way to wind this up, is fix up our situation as quickly as possible. And everything gets all bright and shiny and the lights turn on and smoke will go away eventually, especially as soon as we fix this damaged communications relay. So we don't want to end the episode with everything all broken and stuff. Now, pretty soon this is going to start flashing, and there are some messages we can listen to, but I'm going to go ahead and wait until the beginning of the next episode to do that. So, anyway, this is Monkeypuzzle, and I am going to sign out here. Thank you for joining me playing Subnautica, and I'm going to try to keep these coming out pretty quickly. So, thank you for watching until the very end. This is Monkeypuzzle, and I'm signing out. Bye-bye.